Hi, good people. Welcome to TNT Show. My name is Tracy.
My name is Tabby, and in the show where we're discussing love matters,
Relationship,
finances,
business,
health,
leadership,
faith,
and issues like self-awareness,
self-esteem,
depression. I hope you'll walk this journey with us.
Welcome to another episode of TLT Show, and today we're talking forgiveness. So T.
Yes.
Forgiveness.
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 This is a topic. What? Okay. Continue.
Like, what do you consider forgiveness, really?
I mean, it is, okay, for me, per se, is when somebody comes and tells you they have done a mistake, and then they come and apologize and tell you, I'm sorry for this, what I've done to you, and I hope you forgive me. So that, they tell you that. And then you're like, okay, I forgive you. And we move on to, if you're my friend, we move on. If you are my family, we move on to another future endeavors. Yes. Yes,
true.
But basically it's that. When somebody comes and apologizes, they've done a mistake, or they've seen how much what they've done has hurt you, and now they come and apologize and say, I am sorry for this, for what I said and what I did, and I hope you can forgive me. And then, yes.
And you see, okay, T is talking about coming and apologizing and moving on. Listen, guys, there are people who will hurt you and they'll not even come to ask for any forgiveness.
There's that.
They hurt you and they know they hurt you and they don't care. Okay, so forgiveness entails letting go, letting yourself free. You just cut like everything. Of course, I can't talk about forgetting. Someone can forgive you, but forgetting that's a different topic.
No, but you're supposed to forget.
Okay, I've heard people talk about forgive and forget.
Yes.
But the forgetting part, it's really not easy. Someone can hurt you, can forgive them, but really forgetting that's, I think, it's always good to remember. It's always, for me, I feel like it's always good. It's not like you remember like in a bad way, but it's always good to remember, so that you don't fall into the same trap for the second time. It's not like you're remembering in a bad way. Like I forgive you, because forgiveness is a very good thing. It makes you light. It makes you move on, with your life, in a very good way. But sometimes forgetting, what people do to us, it's not as easy as it sounds. Though it's good actually to forget, okay? But it's not as easy. Forgetting and forgiving, those are different concepts. I can forgive you something you did, but really, I might still remember it, but not in a hurtful way.
Yeah, but if you're forgiving me, you're not supposed to remember the mistake I did. That's why, sorry to say, this is why people will be like, Tracy and I will holding grudges, but yet you're telling me that you forgive me. You get it? So you're not forgiving per se, because you're supposed, if I've come and apologized, this is just my trail of thought. If I've done something to you, Tabby, and I've come and I've said, Aki Tabby, I'm so sorry for what I did. I know it's really, really hurt you, and I'm sorry. Okay? You're like, okay, yes, you did ABCD, and I don't like ABCD, and I forgive you. Moving on. We are friends. So if you're friends, definitely there's no way, no how, I will never hurt you in any way, because we are friends. We don't think alike. We do not live in the same house or something. So definitely, I will.
I know. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, T. But you see, forgiveness and forgetting, those are different things. The fact that you forgave someone who did something to you, it doesn't mean that you don't remember it. There's a difference between just, it's still there. But there's a difference between just not forgetting and holding a grudge. When I forgive you, there's no grudge. There's no grudge. I don't think, forgiveness entails being like relieving yourself from something that was hurtful. Whether someone asks for forgiveness or not, you just relieved yourself, okay? But the fact that you forgive someone does not mean that you don't remember what they did to you. Are you getting what I'm saying? Okay. I can tell this so well, because I remember, like, okay, when I was in high school, there's so many things that I remember that really didn't happen, like in the environment that I was living in. It wasn't good, you know. But at this moment right here, when I meet the people, it's not so bad. You understand?
You forgive them.
I don't have anything in my heart against anyone that did anything to me. You understand? But that does not mean that I don't remember what they did. You get me? Like, I don't, the fact that I don't remember it in a heartful way. You know, it's just in my mind because it happened. It's something that happened. You know, you have a brain, you know, and a brain records. It's just like a computer, you know.
Yes, it records.
This is something that is there. You know, it happened. So it's not going, like, the way they say, like, the internet never forgets. Your mind is like the internet. Like, okay, somehow it just remains there, but not in a heartful
your mind, you
way.
choose what to remember. Unless you're triggered to remember something in your mind. Because most of the time you'll be like, oh, I forgot. Like, for example, you'll be like, oh, I forgot it's Tracy's birthday today. And you see, that is in your mind. But unless something triggered it, that's how you remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But now, when you're talking about forgiveness, I tend to think that when you're letting go of the hurt, you know, you're letting go of the pain that person caused you. So basically, you won't remember.
But the information...
You're not supposed to remember, actually.
You can't say you're not supposed to remember because, you know, the information is stored in your subconscious mind. You understand? It's there, stored in the subconscious mind. And right now, you're talking about being triggered. Of course, when you see someone that did something to you, okay, it comes up, but it doesn't come up like, okay, now I still hate you. It might just pop up, maybe, you understand, but not in a bad way. That's what I'm saying.
So, okay, for example, let me just use an example.
Of course.
Tabby, amekuja nikakupunch kwa uso.
Oh man, that's man.
And then I come and tell you, Aki Tabby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hit you. I'm so sorry for that. Will you forgive me?
Okay, it depends.
It depends what.
But anyway, yeah. Of course. If she asks forgiveness, then of course. And really, I just forgive you, I know.
So when we meet the next time, will you be reminding me? Oh, Tracy,
no,
the day
not
you punched me.
Not reminding.
But you're not forgetting. So definitely something will trigger it. And that memory of being triggered, it will be about me because I'm the person who punched you. You get it?
Okay, can we go like, okay, on a very sensitive topic?
Okay,
I want to mention it, like a very sensitive topic.
Yes.
Rape. Rape, right?
Yeah.
So someone raped you. I'm just saying. Okay,
Yes.
I don't like to use that word, but let me use it because
Sexual
yeah.
Okay.
So someone sexually abused you. You understand?
Yeah.
And they came and told you, listen, I know I made a mistake, and I'm really, really, really sorry. You understand? What will you do, T?
Well,
okay.
It depends if my heart, I'll be honest, it depends if my heart has healed. Because at the end of the day, you know you can't forgive unless you are healed of that situation that you're in. So let's say for that sexual abuse, that person comes in and says, I'm sorry for what I've done, and I know it's damaged you, psychologically, physically, sexually, it damaged you, but I'm sorry. I'll be like, okay, I forgive you, and past is past. That happens, that will only happen, that conversation will only happen if I have healed. If I've healed psychologically, if I've healed physically and sexually, because you can't come today, you have sexually abused me today, and then tomorrow you're like, I am apologizing, I'm sorry. You will not be in a state of mind to comprehend what he's saying, because you'll be like, what is wrong with this person? It's just yesterday he did this to me. So how comes today he's like, oh, you know, I'm sorry. It doesn't happen like that. It will take me time to heal. So when you come to forgive somebody, you have to come to a place whereby you are okay with that situation. You are okay that you have healed whatever has happened to you. You are healed, you know. And then now you are able to face that person and say, yes, I forgive you. Or I already forgave you because I took time to heal. I took time to, you know, even forgive myself for that time that happened. Because at times we victimize ourselves. We're like, oh, it was my fault. This happened to me. Oh, it was how I look, or it was how I dress, or it's how I am. You see? So now you victimize yourself. But at the end of the day, when you realize, you know, it was not your fault, what happened, and the guy comes and apologizes, and it's after a time. It's just after a time. Forgiveness doesn't happen in an overnight. Let's just be honest. There's no way, Tabby, you'll forgive me, I've done this something to you, and it's so demeaning to you, or diminishing your self-value, and you're here and saying, oh, I forgive you. No, it will take time. Let's just be honest, it will take time.
So, like, we were talking about forgiveness and forgetting. That's
Yes.
and that's why I brought in the issue of sexual assault. You know. Okay, the fact that you forgave the person, let's say, for example, you healed and forgave the person, you know. So does it mean that you will not remember what happened?
Of course you will remember.
That's what I'm talking about. Forgiveness and forgetting, those are different concepts. You know, the fact that someone did something to you and you forgave them does not mean that you will not remember what happened. You might remember it, but not in a hurtful way. Yani, it's not so bad, you know. But if you remember something in a heart and it still hurts you, sometimes you remember something, but you feel like your stomach is going cut into two. You know,
I get you.
It means you've not forgiven the person. But when you forgive the person and let them go, like even if you see them and you remember, you're like, hi, like bro, like, you know, we're talking, but in a very good way.
Yeah,
even if it pops up, you know, it doesn't pop up like in a bad. Like we are able now to remain cordial, even with the fact that I remember, because remembering something that happened to you, it's just a normal thing, you know, because it's already it happened and it's registered in your mind. It's there, you know. So it might come up once let's say someone like abused you, maybe a long time ago when you're still a child. Maybe someone said something bad about you. Maybe maybe that whatever they said, you know. So sometimes you can sit down and you're like, this person said this about me, but doesn't mean like you even hate them. No, it just came up, you know. But it's not like you are remembering in a bad way, you know. So there's forgiveness, and please don't hurt yourself so bad, feeling that, okay, I haven't forgotten about this or that, you know. You keep torturing yourself that, okay, I feel like I need to forgive. Okay, you forgive, but you know, sometimes forgetting something completely takes time. Like for it to go like completely like I don't remember it often, because when it happens soon, like you keep remembering it often, but the more like time goes, then like you maybe you remember it, but it's not like often. It's just maybe the person, maybe when the person calls, or maybe when you see the person, or maybe when you see something that reminds you of something else that, you know, it pops up. But when you forgive, now your heart is free. You are free. So now this could be my question to you. Do you think it's necessary to, you know, forgive?
Yes.
And what are some of the things that you feel like, okay, do you feel like we should like forgive everything, or there's some things that we should be like, listen, this one I'm holding on and please, no.
Well,
what do you think?
But okay, for me, I think it is very necessary to forgive people. They've come to apologize or not. You know, sometimes people just hurt you and they don't even care. They don't, you know, they don't even realize that they have hurt you. So for you, it is necessary for your own peace of mind.
Yeah, it's true.
For your own heart. You know, to let go of baggages, to let go of pain, because we carry that pain, and then now we become bitter, and then we become bitter with everyone. Now we are unleashing anger to everyone. You're like, Tabia anapita hapa, mbona anapita hapa, you know. Now you're not even happy. You're not even. You feel that like the world is just against you.
It's true.
And yet, it's just the pain that you're carrying, the people that you're carrying. You know, they hurt you like long time ago when you're still a child. Here, teenies, you're still there. And then now you're in your older, people are still hurting you. And you're like, what is wrong? You know? And for me, it's very necessary to forgive. And the other question about, do we forgive everything? I think, I think yes. Because at the end of the day, you might say this is a small thing, and then this is a big thing. But at the end of the day, they still cause you pain. So you'll still carry that pain. When you hold a grudge, you are unabeba watu, unabeba tu watu ama unabeba kitu, which is not necessary.
Yeah, exactly. I get you.
Not necessary.
I understand you, because it's actually, there are people who are carrying baggages from their childhood.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
My mom did this to me, my stepmom, my stepdad, my
sister.
aunt say this. Like, it's been 10 years, man. Like, you've grown, man. Okay, let's not even talk about you've grown. But it's very important that you let go, because if you continue carrying baggages, it means you're still living in the past. You know, this life is short and it's so beautiful that if you keep carrying things from your past, then you can't even grow. You can't see life the way it's supposed to be seen. You understand? We are human. I'm human, you're human, you hurt people. Can you imagine if people were carrying you from, because you're not perfect yourself?
We're not.
Okay, there are things that are really painful, that like when you compare like weight, there are things that are really painful compared to others.
Yes,
like someone hurt you, like no one is disputing the fact that they hurt you. They did hurt you, and that's true. But when you forgive someone, you're not forgiving them, you're forgiving them for you.
Yes.
You are doing this, you are letting go for you, because if you don't let it go, you're going to, like T said, you're going to be bitter. Imagine we're going to hurt everyone. There's a quote that I read somewhere where someone said that hurt people hurt others.
Hurt people.
Yeah, like if you are hurt and you are living from the point of hurt and from the point of bitterness, imagine if your children, your friends, like you'll see like they're all coming for you. Like you are mad. You are mad for what? Like you are just mad, because someone did something against you, or maybe someone hurt you. And remember, these people are moving on with their life.
They don't even care.
They don't even care.
And don't even realize.
They don't even remember that you are bitter, my friend. So when you forgive, you are doing it for you. You are doing it for you. You are letting yourself free for your own sake. Do it for don't do it for them. Do it for you. If you remember that you are doing it for you, then it's going to be very easy. And sometimes also forgiveness entails closure.
Yeah.
It entails closure. If you feel like you can't forgive and maybe you need to talk to someone or you need to talk to them, why don't you go to them and tell them, listen, bro, this thing you did, okay, I'm leaving, but I'm hurting. If you can't get closure, and sometimes it can also be even just as a relationship, like a breakup.
Yeah.
Someone hurt you. Maybe you're in a relationship with someone and they hurt you.
Yeah,
and maybe they were cheating, whatever they did, they assaulted you, whatever they did. But now you can't get along in another relationship because you feel like, oh, they're all like this. All men are G. All men are like, you understand? Like you're putting it all on other people because one person hurt you. You can't move on. Imagine this guy moved on, married, has kids, but you're still at one point, listen. If you can get closure, if you can go to the guy or if you can go to the lady and tell them, listen, you hurt me, and the only thing I need is please you forgive me. The only thing I need is we talk, and I need to know why you did what you did, because I need to move on. Moving on is very important, because every day you waste in bitterness, every day you are bitter, you are wasting. It's like you're wasted day.
Yeah, okay, you're wasting yourself.
So you forgive for your own sake.
Yeah, that's and then again, I believe it's good if. For example, if it's good when when somebody hurt you or your partner hurt you, and then they moved on and you're still holding that, and then you have healed. This is a process where you've healed. Meet in a neutral place.
Yeah, very important.
Meet in a neutral place. Where I mean by neutral place is a public place. Whereby maybe a restaurant or an park or something. This is a neutral place whereby both of you are able to express how you feel, and not feeling like you're entitled to this person or you're entitled to whatever they are saying and all that. So you get to understand where they are coming from, and they get to understand where you're coming from.
It's true.
And yes, forgiveness, you do it for yourself. You also do it, we are Christians, so you also do it for the Father to also forgive you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, because if you don't forgive others, God himself will not forgive you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so it's just good. You learn to realize that you're forgiving them for yourself, and you also forgive them
for your own. Actually, just for your. This is just for your own sake, because like if God cannot forgive you, imagine you can't pray.
Yeah, you can't.
Like when you're praying, it's like there's a ceiling that you placed against yourself. So all your prayers are just a waste.
Yeah,
He can't listen to your prayers because you are a sinner. You've held someone in your heart. Why should you do that?
You've held someone in your heart. You have held that pain.
Yeah, imagine you are killing. It's like someone said unforgiveness is like taking poison and expecting another person to die.
Yes.
I take the poison and then I expect T to die. Like, how is that working out for you? The other person is living their life, they're enjoying themselves. Like, come on. They don't remember. There are people who are hurt outside here, T. Like they're carrying people from 10 years back, and you think that when you hate them, that it's going to affect them in any way. Man, they don't care. Forgive for your own sake. It is always good to forgive and live free.
But then again, I want to ask you, you said about closure. So if the people do not care or realize, will you go and ask them and tell them, like, you know, by the way, you hurt me. What you did, the ABCD thing that you did really hurt me. So will you go to them and you say, you have this conversation, or you'll just let it go?
So it depends. There are people that you might request closure with, and they'll agree. And please don't force that closure, because there are people who we are talking about. There are people who are outside here. You don't know who raised them. You don't know their life experience. You don't know what they went through. You don't know. We might not know much about them. You know. So like the people here who are hate, like they don't care. You know, like the way the human. You know, some of us. We expect like the decent human behavior from other people. Like you expect people to be nice. Like, say, I'm nice. I was just nice to you. Why are you being so, so mean to me? Why? Like you expecting people to be nice, but the reality is that people who really are just the opposite of what you expect. Okay, and they'll do bad to you, and they'll not even come to ask you for like they'll not ask you why. Okay, they'll not care why they did whatever they did to you. You understand? So. You can ask for closure from whoever hurt you. You know, you can ask for closure. Yeah. But if it's not forthcoming, then you don't need to force it. You understand? You don't need to force that closure. What you need to do, just find a way to move on. You see, something else that I think I've learned about forgiveness is prayer. Prayer, you see, human beings, there are things we are really not able to do on our own.
Yes, it's true.
We are not able to do, like forgive. When it comes to forgive, that's something that God commanded us to do. Forgive others people, because that's the only way God can also forgive you. Because the things of God are not easy. You can go to God himself and tell him, listen, Dad, I'm not able to do this. I've been carrying this pain for a very long time. Please help me. And you are persistent. And if you are serious that you want to release the pain, go to him consistently, and he's going to help you release that pain. And sometimes the pain goes without you knowing. Yeah. You wake up and you don't feel bad or you don't feel mad anymore. You don't feel heavy. You're like, what happened? It happens that way. Prayer. If you're a Christian, prayer is very important. Prayer is very important. Like the things that the things you can't do on your own, take them to God. Tell God, listen. I can't do this. Then help me. Give me the strength to do this.
And create that relationship. Build that relationship.
It's very
with God.
important.
Stay in his presence. When you have time, read his word. Exactly. It's just important for us. It is very important that you get. For us, it's important to build a relationship with God. And the only ways that you can do that, is, prayer. Stay in his presence. Read his words. Meditate upon it. And then also preach it. If you get time, preach the gospel to people that we can understand and are ready to listen to that.
It's true.
For you, it helps. It really helps. It really helps. And forgiveness, sometimes there are things that people do to you, and you think that you have overcome them, that you have forgiven them, that you are okay.
And something comes up, and one day it triggers it, and you feel like, I thought I forgave this person.
I thought
how do I still feel like this? How do I still feel like this?
Some things might be small, and you're like, it's okay, I forgive you, I let go, it's fine. And the things that you feel that are so heavy, they're so big for you, and you need to take time. Take time to God, take time to pray, take time to be with God, and you realize that our dad is just an amazing dad.
He's amazing.
He's amazing. He's an amazing dad. So we'll say that about forgiveness, because sometimes you can't do that alone.
Forgiveness is it's a very serious and a very important topic, because if you live in bearing grudges, you're living in bitterness, you're living in expecting, like I think the best way someone said that you can live life is, don't expect so much from people.
Yes. Of which it is very hard, but it's possible.
You'll avoid offense. You'll avoid so much offense, because if you're meeting people, we are so much imperfect. Like, we are so imperfect. And maybe someone can say something like a joke, and for you are like,
take it personal.
Maybe you'll be quiet, but now you start walking with it. She said this.
Yes.
And for you, maybe the person who said it didn't even mean the way you thought whatever came up. You understand? And now you are like, okay, now Tracy is calling you and you're not picking. You're like, what happened to Tabby? Like,
yeah.
She's mad. Like,
yeah, she's mad.
What did I do?
Yes.
And like, what? Like, that was supposed to be a joke. You get? So,
I get you.
Guys, this is what we are saying. I don't know. Really?
Yeah.
So this is what we are saying. It's very, very important to forgive, and we are not saying that forgiveness is easy. There's some there's some things that people do to us that are really heavy and they're so painful. We understand. I really do understand that, and it's very important. Whether it's big, it's small, forgive it. Get closure if you have to get closure. Pray, because prayer is very important to deal with issues that are really heavy for us, But the most important thing is we want you to live free, to live your life and enjoy it. And you cannot enjoy your life if you are carrying burdens from the past. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yes, people, what she said. And yes, please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a comment, share with us your experiences, how you have learned how to forgive people. And see you in the next episode.
Exactly. And hit that notification bell, and you'll get notified anytime you upload new videos.
Yes, people. Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm Tabby. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. So kindly subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification bell to get notified anytime we upload new videos. See you in the next one.